Hey everybody, this is Vince Miller. Welcome to the Daily right here. I study the Bible verse by verse every day. I want you to join me every day. In fact, get behind our mission to teach every verse of the Bible over 23 years. We call this Project 23. You can read about that at the link below. Our text today is actually Judges chapter 6. I'm going to read verses 17 all the way down through 24. Long text, but great story. Remember, it's Gideon whose story we're hearing right now. And he said to him, "If now I have found favor in your eyes, then show me a sign that it is you, that is the Lord, who speak with me. Please do not depart from here until I come to you and bring out my present and set it before you." And he said, "I will stay till you return." So Gideon went into his house and prepared a young goat and unleavened cakes from an ephah of flour. The meat he put in a basket, and the broth he put in a pot, and he brought them to him under the terebinth and presented them. And the angel of God said to him, "Take the meat and the unleavened cakes and put them on this rock and pour the broth over them." And he did so. Then the angel of the Lord reached out the tip of the staff that was in his hand and touched the meat and the unleavened cakes. And the fire sprang up from the rock and consumed the meat and the unleavened cakes. And the angel of the Lord vanished from his sight. Then Gideon perceived that he was the angel of the Lord. And Gideon said, "Alas, O Lord God, for now I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face." But the Lord said to him, "Peace be to you. Do not fear. You shall not die." Then Gideon built an altar there to the Lord and called it, "The Lord is Peace." To this day, it still stands in Ophrah, which belongs to the Abrazites. Wow, this is a really neat moment here. Because remember now, Gideon's call by God is still fresh. God has told him that I will be with you. But there's still some of this lingering fear that's kind of whispering in his ear. And he really wants to believe, but he needs some assurance. So Gideon offers what he has, a gift, a present, to place before the angel of the Lord. And in a flash of fire from the rock, God confirms his presence and his power. Now Gideon's fear spikes when this happens. "I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face." But then God speaks peace into that fear, into that moment. "Do not fear," God says. "You shall not die." And you see what God is doing here? God is training away his fear. So the final moments of fear, God is training and pushing and giving peace to him through his power. And right there, Gideon builds an altar. It's not just a monument. It's the turning point in his call. The altar becomes the bridge between the fear that kept him in hiding and the faith that's going to send him into action. Now, I love this because I think it teaches us something about worship. Worship is more than just singing songs out of our mouth. It's the place where we respond with our heart to God's presence, his call, remembering his promises and letting his voice replace all those fears with peace. Now for Gideon, that altar was where I can't became he can. That altar was that place. It's where he stopped letting fear define his future and started believing God's affirmation. This is why so many of us stall in our own callings. We try to jump from our fears straight into action. But the path God gives and paves here in this text is different. It's fear, then worship, then faith, then action. Fear, worship, faith, then action. The altar right here is the bridge. Without it, you're just running on your own strength and adrenaline. With it, you're fueled by his peace. So pause whatever else you're doing today and worship God right now. Just speak out loud one fear that you really believe is holding you back, and then thank God for one specific way he's confirmed his presence in your life. And then pray these words to him. God, you are my peace. I trust you more than that fear. And write down today's date in your journal, maybe as a marker. Make it your altar a moment so that you remember where your fears became his power and faith. I love you guys. I pray this bless you, but share it with someone else. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.